Okay, we'll get things started. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening for our home equity lines and loans webinar. We're excited to bring you all this fun information as the hot topic du jour right now is getting our houses all ready for summer with backyard pools, kitchens and baths, those kinds of fun projects that everyone's talking about right now. We've got two great presenters lined up for you, Susan and Tim. For those who are new, we are with Island Federal Credit Union. Island Federal started here on Long Island back in 1955. We are celebrating our 70th anniversary this year. We started as the Loco Credit Union back in Hicksville and have proudly called Long Island our home for all 70 of those years. To date, proudly providing financial services to over 50,000 Long Island families and small businesses. With $1.5 billion under management, I like to think we're the best of both worlds. We're kind of the Goldilocks credit union, where we're large enough that we're federally insured and we have a great team available to help you, but small enough that we can actually pronounce words like hop hogs, Setauket, and Islandia when you call for help. So if you ever call us, we got a 631 number. You talk to somebody like myself, Susan, or Tim. My little joke is, call Chase's customer service. If they can pronounce Patchogue right in the first try, I'll give you $1. I've been saying that for 5 years now, and no one has once taken me up on that. So very proud and happy to serve Long Island. And we'll get things off the ground and running. So without further ado, I'll introduce Susan and Tim, who will walk us through home equity, lines, and loans.
Good evening, everyone. Myself and the rest of the Island team would like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for choosing to spend your evening with us to discuss a product that is top of mind for many. My name is Susan Letty, and I am the Assistant Manager of the Centralized Lending Department here at Island Federal Credit Union. Now let's take a look at what is on our agenda this evening. What does home equity actually mean, and how do lenders determine how much you have access to? How exactly can it be used to reach your financial goals? What is a home equity line of credit, or what we like to call a HELOC, and what are the specifics of this product? What is a home equity loan, and what is the difference from the home equity line of credit? The eligibility and application process, where we help you to determine if you qualify for the loan. The potential risks that you as a borrower need to be aware of. Why Island is the right lender for you, and all the tremendous perks for these particular products. And last but not least, our Q&A, where you get the opportunity to ask Tim and I any question you may have. As you can see, we do have a lot to cover this evening. However, we do expect the presentation to take approximately 30 minutes, allowing ample time to answer questions. As mentioned prior, my name is Susan, and I am the Assistant Manager of the Centralized Lending Department. Also on the presentation this evening is Tim Aris, Island's Vice President of Retail Lending. Both Tim and I will be discussing these products in detail with you. Now let's begin by discussing what home equity actually is. Home equity is the difference between the amount you owe on a mortgage and or any other outstanding liens and what your home is worth based on its current market value. For example, if a home is worth $600,000 and the mortgage owed is $200,000, the home equity amounts to $400,000. The amount of equity in your home can grow over time as you make mortgage payments and as the property's value increases. The best way to determine what your home's current market value is by obtaining an appraisal. Typically, you can borrow up to 80% or more of your home's equity depending on a few factors. However, Island Federal does offer a program that can allow you to borrow up to 100% if you qualify. As you can see on the screen, this is available for primary residence, single-family homes with a maximum loan amount of $250,000. Lastly, it is very important to choose the product, either a home equity line of credit or a fixed-rate home equity loan that fits your financial needs best. I will go into more detail regarding these two products in just a few moments. A common question that consumers have is why tap into home equity for cash? Home equity is an asset that you can borrow against to meet your most important financial needs. The first advantage is that home equity loans typically have lower interest rates than your normal credit cards and personal loans, saving you money over time. The second advantage is potential tax benefits by allowing for a possible mortgage interest tax deduction. However, it is most important to consult with your tax advisor before making any borrowing decision for this purpose. Lastly, home equity loans provide you with flexible funding for not only life goals, but for potential emergencies as well. Now let's take a look at the many great ways you can utilize the equity in your home. Okay, the first and most popular use would be for home improvements and renovations. This can range anywhere from those small projects, such as installing new floors or repainting, to those larger projects, such as kitchen renovations, an extension, or even creating your own backyard paradise. Another popular use would be for debt consolidation or paying down those high interest personal loans and credit cards. As you all may know, credit card rates, along with credit card debt, is at an all-time high. Tapping into your home equity for this purpose could lead to lower rates along with lower monthly payments. Parents also tend to tap into the home equity when it's time to send the kids to college. Lastly, most borrowers like to have access to an emergency fund. As homeowners, you are probably all aware of those unexpected expenses that can arise at any time, such as needing to replace the boiler or even your roof. One type of loan that can be utilized to access the equity in your home would be a home equity line of credit, or better known as a HELOC. A HELOC is simply a revolving line of credit based on your home's equity. This product has a variable interest rate that is typically timed to prime rate. A HELOC is great for flexible borrowing, as you can access the funds when you need them and only pay for those funds you access. For example, if the credit line limit is $100,000 and you only take out and spend $35,000, you will only have to pay back that $35,000. This is the best type of product for ongoing expenses such as home improvements, education, and emergency funds, as we discussed prior. Another product that is available to utilize the equity in your home is a home equity loan. The difference between this type of product and the HELOC is that this product offers a lump sum of money given to you upfront at the origination of the loan instead of offering that revolving line. A basic home equity loan has a fixed interest rate and monthly payments for the length of the term that you choose. This product is ideal for those large one-time expenses such as home improvements, medical bills, or debt consolidation. Now let's focus a bit more on the home equity line of credit. As you can see from this chart, the HELOC offers a competitive introductory rate, a 240-month term, a no closing cost option, and an ability to finance up to 100% of the market value of your home minus any outstanding mortgages and/or liens. Now let's go into a bit more detail in the next slide. Island Federal is currently offering a competitive introductory rate as low as 6.09% APR. In order to get this intro rate, you will need to maintain the minimum balance requirement for the first 12 months of the loan. Once this 12-month intro period is up, your rate will be determined based upon your FICO score and disclosed at account opening. Island is also offering a no closing cost option if you maintain that same minimum balance requirement for the first 36 months of the loan. This minimum balance requirement is determined by the size of the line that you are approved for. Please just keep in mind that the no closing cost option is only available for lines up to $500,000 and for lines for primary residences in Nassau or Suffolk County only. Please note that the no closing cost option does not cover the cost of the appraisal if one is required. Our HELOC has a term of 20 years or 240 months in total with a 10-year draw period. This means that you can pull funds as you need from this line during this time and pay interest only on those funds that you borrow. And remember, here at Island Federal, you can borrow up to 100% of your home's value less any outstanding liens if you qualify. There are two types of HELOCs that you can apply for. The first is the standard principal and interest repayment. Okay, this product has a monthly payment that is equal to interest or finance charges that accrue each month in addition to a principal paydown. The amount applied to principal each month becomes available for future use. The second is our interest-only option. With this line, you have the ability to make interest-only payments for the first 5 years of the loan. This provides you with the opportunity for a lower monthly payment during this time if that is what fits your financial needs best. Once that 5-year period is up and at the beginning of that 6th year, your payment will be amortized to repay the balance at the current APR over the time remaining to maturity. You also have the ability to pay towards the principal at any time. The home equity loan, on the other hand, is a fixed rate product that has a set payment each month for the term you choose. A home equity loan offers terms ranging anywhere from 12 months all the way to 240 months. This product, unlike the HELOC, has a fixed interest rate, which results in a fixed monthly payment. Those who prefer knowing what they will be paying each month typically lean towards this product. Island Federal is currently offering a no closing cost option on this product as well, excluding the cost of the appraisal, as mentioned prior, if you keep the loan open for at least 36 months with automatic payment from your Island Federal checking account. Island Federal also has the option of obtaining a balloon fixed rate home equity loan. This loan is available with the fixed interest rate for 5 years. With this product, your payments will be calculated or amortized over a 240-month term. You will continue payments for 5 years or 60 months, and payment in full of the outstanding balance will be due on the 61st month. However, you do have the option of refinancing the loan with us at that time. This balloon option offers lower rates but does not have a no closing cost option. Typically, those who are looking to sell and are in need of a bridge loan, in other words, in need of the equity in their current home in order to purchase a new home, will utilize this product. Now let's move on to talk a little bit more about the eligibility requirements and the application process. In order to be considered for a home equity loan, all applicants should have sufficient home equity. This means that the home value must be sufficient to cover this requested loan in addition to any other liens or mortgages against the property. In addition, having a good credit score is key. This will allow you to take advantage of lower rates and to have a higher probability for approval. Stable income and a low debt-to-income ratio are also key factors in determining eligibility. Here at Island, we must ensure you are able to afford the new loan being requested in addition to all other outstanding debts you may have. Finally, you must meet our member eligibility requirements. We have a broad range of eligibility criteria, so the chances of qualifying are very strong. Okay. The application process is fairly simple and can be completed in person with one of our member service representatives or right online at islandfcu.com. If you choose to apply, you will be required to submit proof of income, a copy of your recorded deed, and a copy of your most recent property tax bill. For the HELOC, this is required at application, and for the home equity loan, this would be required at the time you elect to move forward by signing the intent to proceed. However, you do have the ability to provide this documentation at the time of applying to move the process along quicker. Once everything is submitted to our home equity department, we will have a decision for you within 3 business days. The typical turnaround time for the whole process could take between 2 to 4 weeks, depending on a couple of factors, such as if an appraisal is needed, and most importantly, the results of the title search. Although a home equity loan has its tremendous perks, there are also a few risks that you as a borrower should be aware of. While you can use home equity to build wealth, a home equity loan can also put your property at risk. Because the home secures the loan, defaulting on payments could lead to the lender foreclosing on your property. Another risk is that your home's value can fluctuate over time due to market changes. If the value of your home decreases, you could end up owing more than your home is worth, often referred to as being underwater on your loan. Lastly, we do our absolute best here at Island Federal to provide no closing cost options. However, you may need to pay out of pocket for an appraisal if needed, or pay for all closing costs if certain requirements are not met. Lastly, let's discuss why a home equity product from Island Federal is the right choice for you. Not only does Island offer competitive interest rates, we also offer fast approvals to get you your money as quickly and as smoothly as possible. Lastly, we are always here to guide and support you through this entire process from the application to closing and beyond. We fully understand how overwhelming this process may seem, but we can assure you that Island will make it as stress-free as possible. Our knowledgeable and friendly team here at Island Federal would love the opportunity to help you make this important financial decision with confidence. Tim and I would now like to take the next few moments to answer any questions that you all may have.
Thank you very much, Susan. Excellent job breaking
Mhm.
that all down and giving us a nice high-level view. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Q&A. If you scroll to the bottom of your screens there on your Zoom, you'll see a Q&A button right there. If you have any questions for Susan or Tim you'd like to ask now, please go ahead and type those questions in and we'll answer them in live time. Obviously, if you want to have a personal one-on-one conversation with Susan, Tim, or another representative from us here at Island Federal, we do offer a book an appointment feature that allows you to book an appointment either virtual in a conversation just like this, or in the closest branch, most convenient branch to you as well, where you can discuss your specific needs and specific questions you may have regarding your HELOC or home equity loan. You can find that book and appointment feature throughout our website at islandfcu.com. Go to the main browser bar and select home equity and then click book an appointment. And you'll be given your choice of times and locations to book that appointment to have those conversations. So I'm going to give it 2 more minutes here. I'll keep vamping to let folks go ahead and type those
Yeah.
questions in right there in that Q&A if you have any questions you'd like to ask now. But as mentioned, we've got a full team, Susan, Tim, their entire team
Yeah.
here that are available to answer any questions and really walk you through this entire process.
Yeah.
Once again, we are a not-for-profit credit union. We are not a for-profit lender, meaning that our job is to do what's best for you. We're not going to put you in a product that doesn't make the most sense for you. And we're also not going to try to do anything that's unscrupulous to make a commission off of you. We're looking to make a lifelong relationship as your preferred not-for-profit. So we had a question from Cheryl about, does Island Federal offer loans in Brooklyn? This is not a black and white answer. So Tim, I'm going to go ahead and
It's him.
pass it off to you.
Sure. Thanks, Chris. To answer that question, yes, Island will offer home equity loans or lines of credits in Brooklyn. The only difference is that the credit union will not pay all of the closing costs that are associated with those. We will provide a lender's credit towards the transaction for specific costs. However, if you own a home in Brooklyn, we do have the ability to take a home equity loan or line of credit with the same benefits as far as it goes with rates, assuming it's your primary residence.
Great answer, Tim.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to give it 1 more minute, folks, for any questions you'd like to ask now in that Q&A. Once again, we have the book an appointment feature available for all of you to sit down with a representative in person at your preferred branch or schedule a virtual one-on-one conversation with one of our lending representatives to discuss all these options as well. Going once, going twice. So, Susan, I think you did a fantastic job answering all those questions once again.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us this evening. Any further questions you have about personal finances, home equity, we're always here and happy to help. So please don't be a stranger and reach out. With that, folks, 6:20, look at that. We'll give you some time back to go enjoy this beautiful weather
Yeah.
we're having here as winter is finally gone here on Long Island and Brooklyn. And we look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.